All right, this is the last day we're going to actually review on. Let me go full screen. We're going to actually review on surface area of different shapes, and I'm going to model how to do this again. And you have to go to Khan Academy today for a little quiz on it. And if you do exactly how I'm doing, I'm going to model the 3 different shapes they could show on the Khan Academy. The only difference is they're going to have different numbers. And if you want to, I suggest drawing what I do and using a calculator to do the numbers that I'm going to do. Okay, so this we have a rectangular prism. It looks like a box. For that, you're going to use area as length times width. And if you open this up, you're going to open it up and it's going to look something like this. So I'm going to get my dimension. So if we look at the front right here, this part right here is the front, which is right here. This part is 10. It's 10 across and 4 up. So length times width, 10 times 4 is 40. This is the front. The front is connected to the bottom, which is right there. The bottom is connected to the back, which is right there, and the top over there. So we know the front has to be the same as the back. So the back is 40. So I know the front and back is 40. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at, oops, you don't want to see me. Let me get rid of me. Is we are going to look at the top, which is top is there and there. And if we look at our top, we see it is 10 across right there, 10 across, and 3 wide. So our top is 10 times 3, which is 30. So our top has to be the same as the bottom. So we have everything except for our sides now. Now if we look at our sides, we are going to see we have a 3 going that way, and the other side goes up, and it is 4, the dimension going up. So it is 3 by 4, which is 12. Now I found all 6 sides of this, so I'm just going to add them up. 30, 30, 40, 40, 12, and 12. If you notice, there's 2 of each. 30 and 30 is 60. 40 makes 100. Another 40 makes 140. 150, 160, 264. So it's 164 inches squared. So again, just fill out the information that's given you, go step by step to find out the area of each side, and add them all together. Okay, for our next shape, we are going to have the area of a triangular prism. If I take this and fold this triangle down, it comes to here. This side would go out to the right, that side that's in the back would go to the left, and that triangle would go up. So I end up with this shape. So for the triangles, it's 1/2 base times height to get that and that. The rectangles, it's length times width. So if I look at this, let's do the triangle first. Triangle has a base of 8, so that is 8. And it says it has a height of 3. So I know my triangle is going to be 1/2 times 8 times 3. Half of 8 is 4, times 3 is 12. So my triangle is going to be 12. So this triangle is also going to be 12. Okay, now I'm going to look at my sides. If I look at this triangle, this side, don't mind that beep, that was dinner's ready. This, and this, the little dashes mean they're same. So all those sides are going to be 8. So it's an equilateral triangle, so that'll help me with my rectangle. So this side of that rectangle is 12. The bottom is 8. So I have an 8 by 12 rectangle. So if I multiply 8 times 12, let me get a different color, I'm going to end up with 96. So let's do this one. That one is the same as this right here. We have a 12 by 8. So we have 12 by 8, which is also 96. And this one in the back, 12 that way, 8 up there. So we have 12 by 8 for that one also. Length times width, 12 times 8, 96. So I have 96 plus 96 plus 96 plus 12 plus 12. Okay. If I add these up, 6, 12, 18, 20, 22. Carry a 2. 9, 18, 27, 28, 29. And the 2 is 31. 312 centimeters squared. Just break them down into the shapes. Unfold the box, break them down into the shapes, find the dimensions of each shape, and use 1/2 base times height for the triangles. And for the rectangles, their length times width. Add up your pieces. Okay, the final one we're going to do is area of a square pyramid. And it's done the exact same way. Okay, if I look at this, I have a square on the bottom, which I'll use length times width. So my square, this is 5, and we know with a square, 5 is going to be each direction. So 5 times 5 is 25. So I know the base of this is going to be 25. Now I have to find my triangle. So there's a triangle right there, which would be this triangle right there. The base, as we all know, that base is 5. And it says the height is 8. So I know the height going up is 8. So I have 1/2 the base of 5 times the height of 8. Half times 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Half of that is 20. So since it has a square bottom, I know all my triangles are going to be the same. 20, 20, 20, and 20 there. The other portion of my dinner is done. Looks like we're going to be right on time. So we have 20, 20, 20, and 20. 4 20s for the triangle and a 25. 20, 40, 60, 80, and 25 more is 105. And we don't have anything labeled for units, so it's 125 units squared. So just break all these things down into their proper shapes. 1/2 base times height for the triangle, length times width for the rectangle. Find the areas, then add them up. And if you have any questions, email me or Miss Lib, and we will be happy to help you out. The only thing we have for your work today is you have to do a Khan Academy little quiz thing. It's going to be like 4 or 5 questions. There won't be an exit ticket, and you have to get any iReady minutes that you haven't got for the week. And then we will start something new on Monday.